Welcome to The Drop, exploring the hidden patterns shaping modern life, the gap between what we know and how we live, and what it takes to return to ourselves. There's a gap between the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and how we actually behave. Most of us know this gap exists. We can feel it. The person who values honesty and avoids the hard conversation. The person who knows they need rest and cannot stop. The person who understands exactly why they keep choosing the same dynamic and chooses it again anyway. The person who has spent years in therapy can narrate their patterns with precision and is still living inside of them. That gap is what this publication is about. Most of us are organized in ways we cannot fully see, around avoiding the very things we are actually capable of surviving, around relief rather than reality, around the short-term management of discomfort rather than the longer, harder, more worthwhile work of staying with it long enough to find out what it's actually asking of us. The patterns that do the most damage are rarely the obvious ones. They're the ones that stopped looking like patterns a long time ago. The coping that got renamed self-care. The avoidance that got renamed boundaries. The adaptation that got renamed personality. We organize our lives around them so completely that we lose the ability to see them, and then wonder why, despite everything we know about ourselves, so little seems to change. What we won't face doesn't disappear. It moves into our relationships, our work, our families, the people closest to us, who often end up carrying things that were never theirs to carry. That's what's actually at stake. Most people already know far more than they're able to live. That gap between knowing and living has become one of the central questions of my life because I've watched how much unnecessary suffering is created when the things that shape us remain unseen. These essays are an attempt to look at that honestly. Nicole.